we definitely turned shopping into a national pastime. And we aren't thinking about what we're purchasing. We're not investing, like the idea of being able to have as great clothes as the red carpet models and actresses that we see, that they come out in a new dress every time they go to an award show. Well, why can't I have a new dress every time I go out on a date? But we're not thinking about the long-term impact of these purchases, that the average garment is worn 7 times before it's thrown away, that we throw perfectly fine clothes in the bin, which is crazy, or we give it to charity. And charities, even before the pandemic, when everybody was sitting at home cleaning out their closets because they had so much time on their hands, charities were overwhelmed with our clothes. And then we said, well, we're sending them to Africa and they need our clothes. They don't need our clothes. They actually had their own indigenous fashion industry until you drown them in H&M and Zara cast-offs, to the point that there's a whole consortium of countries in Central Africa who voted to stop importing Western clothes because they're like, you know what, we'd like to keep our dressmakers and tailors and in business, and our fabric printers and weavers, and we don't need all this stuff. You're killing our industry. 5 of the top, or six of the top 55 or 50 richest people in the world own fashion companies. So one day, recently, I sat down at the kitchen and I did a little, piece of paper and started marking those 50 people down and what they were. And the only area that has more multi-billionaires, the only sector of business than fashion, is tech.
Right.
So that just shows you how much money they're making. They're making so much money.
Right.
And Bezos, you could sort of say, is both, because now Amazon Fashion is the world's largest fashion retailer. So then it's about even of tech billionaires and fashion billionaires, which is crazy, right? Considering that 98% of the people who make our clothes are not paid enough to support housing, feeding, and clothing their own families. They're paid half a living wage. It's colonialism. It's a newfangled form of colonialism.